Hello, my name is Kifar Victoria and I'm a life coach. And today I want to explain to you in a very simple way why people sometimes they feel stuck or they don't feel that they progress. And I saw some people which are very good in personal development and in their career, and somehow they reach a plateau, like a point in which they cannot go beyond it. And they just focus on the positive, they just focus on the things that they want to manifest, and all good, it's all good, but it's not enough. And what I mean by that, I mean that you also need to integrate your shadow. Your shadow can be your fears about the reality, what might happen, the fears of the unknown, the fear of not feeling safe. um, Everybody has certain fears and everybody has certain needs. So the fear will create a sabotage in your life if you don't integrate them. You can ask me, yeah, okay, but what do you mean? Each person, each individual has a shadow side, and like a blind spot, which he cannot see it by himself, but the others can see him. The others see is like making a klaxon for the others. Look at my blind side. And you can say, okay, but what is that? Well, it's the things that you don't like about yourself and you try to hide it. Or maybe even you don't know consciously, you just know it subconsciously. You might ask me, okay, and how I can find out what is my shadow? What is this blind side? It's very simple. I recommend you to ask between 10 and 20 people to make a sandwich feedback for you. You can ask colleagues, you can ask friends, but it's very important that they are objective, not subjective, that they become a people pleaser, that they want to say to you what you want to hear. No, I'm not speaking about that. I'm speaking about genuine feedback. So the sandwich feedback means a strong skill that you have, their opinion of what is your strong skill, and then what you need to improve. And then the third one, like also a good quality that you have. In this way, also your brain is not feeling offended, and it can take this information and subconsciously keep it and understand it. So I give you an example. In my case, I had 20 people which gave me feedback. Back long time ago, I was a lot in my ego, in my head, like most of us are. And I was in a personal development training, and it was a very nice exercise. 20 people were giving like notes, anonym notes to each other about this sandwich feedback. So a good quality, what you need to improve, and the another good quality that you have. And I had a kind of majority. Uh, there were different words to it, but the content was the same, in which, like in the middle way, in which the things that I need to improve, it was written that I need to learn to love myself more. I was neglecting the positive ones. There were a lot of them, that I'm self-driven, I'm ambitious, I'm pretty, I'm very intelligent, I'm very clever, I'm assertive, and all this stuff. But my mind was focusing, what the hell is this? What do you mean that I don't love myself? Oh, I love myself so much. I'm spoiling myself. I'm buying stuff. I am traveling. I am doing all kind of stuff. I'm taking care of me. They were not speaking about that type of self-love. I understood it much later, because my ego was so in like anger that, yeah, they don't know what they're saying, they don't know me, and all these stories in my head to reject this. And actually it was true. It was my self-worth. I felt that I am not worthy for certain things like love from a partner. I had trouble in the relationship back then. So it's like they could feel my energy, but I could not feel it. I was like having my blind spot. And I was like kind of rejecting this idea and feeling like even offended, because ego was taking over and creating stories about how they are and they don't know and I know better and all this stuff that everybody's saying. So I would suggest at least to be curious to see what is your blind spot. Ask this feedback, even with a piece of paper, even anonym. And after you get at least 10, just reflect on what they write. It can be sometimes that they can say you don't have patience enough, or you don't listen enough, or you are not present, or maybe you are needy in love, or different attachment that you have, or you pressure too much material stuff, or it can be anything. But take care and be very grateful for their genuine feedback. At least you will have an idea what shadow you need to integrate. I meet a lot of people, and I have an example of a guy now who is narcissist, but he has no idea that he's narcissist. He's playing himself very spiritual, but he's narcissist, especially with ladies. But his ego was adapting, and he created so much coping mechanisms that actually his energy, his core energy, is narcissist. He always had bad luck with ladies, and he never understood it why. And I think he is starting to grow now, and he's starting to realize his blind spot, and this will help him to improve, to have the great relation that he want, and yeah, the love partner that he always hoped that he will get. It's so important to know our blind side, because without that we cannot progress. We can move forward, we can get what we want, and then we can lose it overnight, and then we say, yeah, life is a bitch, karma and other stuff. But actually it's not true. It's our own fears which create our reality. So I wish you a nice day, and stay tuned for more tips.